Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 54, recorded in Kendy's box room. Will you stop playing with your yoke?
It's a great yoke.
You'll end up breaking it.
It moves up and down.
I know, in and out.
You can pull it back towards yourself.
Yeah, and you can pull it away from yourself.
Pull it away from yourself just as quick. It's very good.
Very good. In fairness, it looks well now on you.
This makes me feel full professional having a yoke like this.
Yeah. Well, sure. It's a big yoke too.
It's a massive yoke, man.
Yeah. And it folds up lovely as well.
Yeah, it folds up savage, man. And I can carry it around with myself, unbeknownst to anyone. New mic stands, ladies and gentlemen. In the Kendy Raybo podcast room.
Fancy recording mic stands.
Yeah, fancy proper, like we are a radio station mic stands.
For those of you who are musicians out there, they're the cheapest ones we could get. The Millennium brand.
I mean, this is like, we have made it to the tippy top because I think, rumour has it, these are the ones that use an Ocean FM. I mean, that is the pinnacle. We've made it, like.
I know, yeah.
Same mic stands as Ocean FM.
Oh, yeah, it has to be the same mic stands.
Now, Midwest as well, they're gone full out the far side.
They have the white ones with the black bits on them.
Do they?
They do.
The white ones with the black
drilled
bits.
into the wall type
I've
things.
seen loads of white ones with black bits on them, Ray. You know? They've got the chassis for it. Are you on about mic stand still?
Yeah.
All right, okay, never mind then. Do you notice that, I think we were on about in the last episode, it reminded me of that Midwest thing. Like, high quality radio, really, really good quality radio Midwest, because they've been in the game for ages. Mm-hmm. And then they tried their hand at television.
Oh, is Irish Country West TV?
Man, the backgrounds, man.
Kirkpatrick.
It looks like old Space Invaders or something. You know, like the green screens that they're obviously sitting in front of, like they're pixelated around their heads and everything. It's awful looking jokes.
The outlet does record it without fail every week.
Does he?
And anytime I come home, he'd whip it out and play it.
The bit of Midwest radio.
Yeah, the television show they have in the Sky, yeah.
And where they played the country music videos and all that on
because he does a big couple of country music videos. Wait till you hear the guitar playing in this one now.
Yeah, but you know what I want to say to him? It's the same fella must be recording every single video. It must be the same videographer. Because they're always, we'll get them walking down the street and they'll sit in the park. Then we'll get them out into the woods and they
hold on now. You're talking about the country music videos?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and then we might get them leaning against a wall, maybe.
And they always end up in the pub at a session.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you're really good, you'll get Johnny Gallagher in on it as well.
Yeah. But I saw a video one time on it. I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the podcast before. Myself and the old fella were watching this. And it was about a fella, and he was leaving home for the first time and going off to broader horizons.
Yep.
So he left the house, and he had a nice shirt and jean on him, and he said goodbye to his mammy. And then he came back a year later, and then at night time, and he looked in the window, and the mammy was baking bread and stuff.
She seen him, got an awful fright, took a heart attack.
No, he was going, he's back, he came home, he could never get away from home.
Yeah.
He was wearing the same shirt and jean that he left a year ago with.
The same leather jacket.
The same everything on him. And she was wearing the same, and the house didn't change. They could have at least done a wardrobe change on him. Like, they won't notice, Patrick. Go on ahead there, sure. You want a bit more production value into them videos.
Big productions. We're supping the Smithics.
Yeah, I know. I'm delighted, man. This is great.
Yeah.
Back to basics.
Oh, yeah. Keep it right. We have a very stressful week ahead of us.
I'm genuinely stressed to the gills, man. Isn't that so bad? It's the handiest thing we've ever done.
No, well, we have very different approaches to how this is going to work.
Yeah, I know.
And I think it'd be no harm to put it on tape.
Go on. Yeah, we may tape it, yeah.
I am killed telling you to stop advertising it.
Yeah.
This is the quiz. The Kendy and Raybo, what did you call it? Great for the Town?
The Great for the Town quiz, Wednesday at 8 p.m.
This 31st of July, Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Literally, when this comes out, it's on that evening.
Yeah, or if you're listening Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, you missed it. Yeah,
it was class.
Well, this is it now.
Yeah.
I am telling you to stop advertising them because I think there'd be too many people there.
Yeah.
I think it would be impossible to run any sort of a quiz whatsoever. We won't have enough sheets, not enough pencils. I won't have enough lads correcting. Mm-hmm. We mightn't even have enough questions for the amount of people that are going to come to it.
Well, they're not getting one question each. Like.
Well, it could end up like that. If we have 200 people at it, you can't be giving out.
Listen, I love your optimism. I love that you think there might be 200 people in Lily's.
I know. Night. I don't think I know we have a problem. We have
Seriously?
a problem.
You think so?
I'm talking to Barry O'Sullivan, Tunes and Balloons, about hiring in some trestle tables and putting them outside the pub in front of the AIB, and we could do a couple of bits outside. Do you know, now they'll be the real cheap seats.
Yeah. Listen, I love that you're thinking that. I'm completely the opposite, ladies and gentlemen. I think that if we don't advertise it, we will end up with there'll be no one there, and Kendy and Raybo will be pure embarrassed.
I wouldn't be embarrassed though. I'd be delighted.
Yeah, but I don't know why you'd be delighted.
Nice, quiet, intimate crowd, a bit of crack, you know.
Yeah, but we're not doing it for us though. We got booked to do this by somebody else.
Are we getting paid?
And this is why it's funny. We're not getting paid.
Because that'll be the first time we got paid for anything ever doing this.
No, we're not getting paid
Okay.
at all. If he hands you an envelope, that's something else. Tell him, bring it straight to me.
Expenses, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just in case he does, I better tell him not to hand you an envelope. Here's the thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we are not doing this for us. We got booked to do it by Lily's for Lily's Fest.
Yeah.
So like we have to I can't say he's telling me advertise it.
Yeah.
And then you're telling me don't be advertising.
I still don't be advertising it. It's gonna be bad for business.
Listen, the way I'm thinking is, even though we've been on the air a year, this podcast is still young, and we don't really know what it's worth to anyone yet. And doing these shows is what tells us what it's worth to people. We did one show before, and it was great. Tickets sold straight away. Everyone turned up. It was savage.
There was 60 now with that.
Yeah, there was 60 at that. We didn't even sell 60 tickets. Yeah.
I worked out the yon tables in Lily's,
Yeah.
and I figure we could put 65, 70 in at a squeeze.
Okay. So what you're saying is,
I think there'll be 100.
this is Ray's scope on it. If I can twist this.
Yeah.
If you want to be there, it's starting at 8 and it's starting on the button at 8 because we can't. There's a raffle and everything. We can't be there all night.
Can we do an intro? Like when me and you come down the stairs and come in.
I have the white suits ready.
I'm going to wear the proud jacket.
The which?
The proud jacket.
Yeah, will you wear that? Will
of
you?
course. Only for a minute.
Oh
'cause
no,
I
wear
burn
for
up.
the night.
I
man.
burn up. It's
That
the
thing-
warmest thing since
It's
sliced
also
bread.
a health hazard. They light candles in that place, boy. The place will go up in flames. If Ray's panicking is right, you got to be there at 8 o'clock.
Have you ever seen
At
me
half
panicking
seven.
a gig
Half seven.
ever before?
Yeah, I know. Listen, it's just me. I'm just not as confident as you
I'm not confident.
in myself.
It's just I've heard at least 60 people tell me they're coming.
No way.
'Cause people love quizzes.
Yeah, no, but they shouldn't love quizzes though. This ain't no. I've been writing the questions, Ray. It's fucking. Jesus, I hope you don't love quizzes. I've been writing the questions, Ray. Oh my God, they're not. Please don't let you be a quiz goer.
Right.
Don't be, or maybe do, but then get vexed at me.
That would actually be a good crack, those people vexed it.
There will be people vexed if they're quiz goers.
Should we bring a customer complaints, crew?
I'll leave it on your lap.
Yeah, I'll get
Man.
someone. I'll employ someone to take all the complaints.
Lovely.
I'll farm it out for one night because I normally do take all the complaints.
Yeah, that's Ray's job anyway, so you can outsource it, Ray, if you want. Yeah, we can get a couple of lads in from India on a phone line. Yeah. Hello, you're through to Kendy and Raybo. What is your complaint?
They're not fucking right questions. I'm just not happy.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on to my other...
My supervisor.
Supervisor, he's on web chat. Talk to him on web chat. That was the racist segment of the Kendy and Raybo podcast.
Everything gets farmed out to India. Huh?
Man, I can't be dealing with those Air customer things anymore.
Are they in India?
If Air listens to me, I'm actually cancelling all my Air shit now.
Why?
I already switched my phone over to Vodafone. I'm about to switch my TV as well. Because they outsourced it to India and you get through to Pavel. That's a Polish name.
I can't even think of an Indian name. What do you call your man on The Simpsons that they won't put on anymore?
Apu.
Yeah.
Apu.
Apu
Apu, the Hatrapin Port Junkla. That fella.
Yeah.
You get through to him and he's on a web chat and it's all automated and he says, I'm going to put you through to the other fella. And then he says, no, I'm going to send you back to Apu again. And then Apu says, don't tell me he sent you over here. Go back to him again. You get nothing done, man.
No.
So, Air, if you're listening, I'm actually leaving right now.
Have you?
I am leaving, man. I'm vexed. Kendy vexed here now in this house, man. He can't book a UFC fight. Do you know why else I'm leaving Air, man?
Go on.
No, you got me going. Listen up, you got me going. They sold the right to BT to Sky Sports, so I don't get free BT Sports anymore. So my Airbox is now null and void down.
Yeah, but what did you need? You got the fancy illegal box down there as well.
Be fucking saying that.
Certainly got 2,500 channels.
Stop now,
What are you
man.
doing, calling cats?
Be saying that. Man, don't be saying that. They're clamping down on that huge, man.
You had a big party during the week.
I tell you, it was some week, man, wasn't it?
You had a big week.
Wednesday was unreal.
That was last Wednesday now, folks.
Yeah, last Wednesday we went out for Kendy and Nicola's engagement party. And we got shammed out of it on drink.
That's for sure.
And we got a 7-piece band in to play called the Mass Band.
And only 6 of them came.
Yeah, who was the 7th that didn't turn
7th
up?
was Alison. In fairness, she got held up above in Dublin. But I told her how big of a night it'd be.
Alice or Alison?
Alison.
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 Alison, I don't know yet, but I know for a fact we'll never be friends.
But she was genuinely held up. She was coming right up until the last moment.
Was she?
No. She's such a lovely girl. I can't make it. No. Don't do this. Don't bring it down to where you bring it.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
What you're saying, it was me.
I didn't say anything. You said it.
Right. Thanks.
I mean, it's not the information I was looking for. I didn't need to know everything about her.
I'd like to say a big apology to Donal, Alison's beautiful boyfriend.
Oh shit! Sorry, Donald.
Yeah.
I know why I'm saying sorry. It was Ray that said this. This is not me. It was unbelievable crack though, wasn't it?
It was. The highlight of my night was when I got up on the stage at the end.
That's right.
Insisted the band played an extra song.
Yeah.
Which we were only talking about before we came on air about asking bands to play an extra 15 minutes.
Yeah.
For absolutely no financial record compensation.
I know.
But I got up and I said, you'll do one more. And then when I told them the one I wanted, they said, no, we're not doing that.
What was it?
It was the Marvin Gaye song, Let's Get It On.
Why did you want that?
I wanted it for you and Nicola to have the old sexy dance, you know? Do you know the sexy we just got engaged dance?
Yeah, but you got a way more appropriate song
well,
for
then
a
when
finish.
they couldn't do that one, I thought, what other slow one did they do? Oh yeah, Creep by Radiohead.
That made a lot of sense. Kendy dancing on the floor to Creep.
But the band refused point blank to dedicate it to the happy couple
Why?
because they didn't want to infer that Nicola was a creep.
No, I'm the Creep now.
So I got up and I clarified and I said, this is for Kendy
and Kendy only.
and Kendy only. Not Nicola, but Kendy. But Nicola can dance to it if he wants, but mostly for Kendy. And it was beautiful
It was beautiful.
because everybody agreed.
That's a belter of a song too.
Great song, yeah.
Creep by the Radioheads.
Yeah, that'll be your first dance now.
The first dance is Big Bamboo by Seamus Moore. We've already picked it.
Marvelous. Is it really?
No.
That'd be great.
The Big Bamboo came on Wednesday night as well, but the place lifted out of it. That is an absolute weapon of a tune.
Fierce tune.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Should be the national anthem.
Fingers crossed.
Before we get off the
Shamey Moore should be the president. Go on.
Before we get off the quiz stuff,
Yeah.
where do you think we're going to get? Where could I get a selection of dildos for Wednesday?
Have you had a look in your mother's drawer?
No, well, now
I'm sick.
that's
when
it
I
now.
said that.
You do meet her from time to time.
I'm sick, man. I said that. I don't put that in.
That's coming in. That's going in.
Oh my god!
You can see where you went wrong there.
so
You know,
sorry.
it's all right. But well, it's actually funny enough. You're not the only one that says something funny regarding dildos.
Go on.
Well, I was having a conversation with a friend
Okay.
yesterday about getting dildos for the quiz because I just seen.
There's no sex shop in Sligo.
I know there's not, no. But I see how effective they were at the Bingo Loco. Especially the fact that you could throw them at things like.
Yeah.
So I said to this friend, who shall remain nameless,
Okay.
I said, Jesus, Arden Dildo's great crack. And this friend turned around and said, they are until they kind of take over. And I went, I meant throwing them at walls like. And my friend then went,
That's what I meant
all
too.
right, that's what I meant too. But clearly he oh, shut up! Yeah, that puts a spin on it, doesn't it? He said they're great crack until they take over.
Jesus.
So he's obviously referring to how prevalent they became in the bedroom.
Oh man, he must be gaping. Oh no, you mean
with her?
All right, okay.
Yeah, as in she was enjoying the bit of plastic more than she was enjoying the bit of loving, you know?
Jesus, lads. Kind of a sick world we live in.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know.
I thought it was just funny the way he kind of let it slip, so to speak.
I'm very proud to say I've never seen nor held a dildo, thank God.
I'd love to change that on Wednesday.
Would you?
Tomorrow is Tuesday. Today is Monday, by the way, folks. So tomorrow's Tuesday, and I'm going to do my best to try and get next day delivery on 3 pink dildos for Wednesday.
Listen, if any of you out there, girls or fellas, if you have them, you'd like to donate them.
No, we don't want
hang
that.
on no sec. Ray, we'll save £1 on this, man.
We won't.
If any of yous out there, girls or fellas, have a couple of spare ones hanging
Girls
around,
or fellas,
run it under the tap.
do you want a second-hand dildo from a lad?
Listen, run it under the tap
Oh,
and bring it
God.
down Wednesday night. We'd love to see them.
No.
And maybe put your name on it as well so we know who to give who back to. We don't want to keep them like.
Little sticker on the bottom.
Just little, just, this is Darks, this is whoever's. So there we go. That's what else is on the list, Ray. We called out for the dildos. We got the quiz organised. I think that's kind
We
of what
talked about your engagement party.
Talked about the engagement party.
Oh, I have news.
Go on.
My little sister Joanne
Go on.
got asked a question abroad on Friday night.
What'd you get asked?
She got asked, would she?
Would you ask?
Would she be inclined? Would she be inclined to get married
No way.
to young Michaeline?
No way.
Yeah.
For God's sake. Okay, first of all,
that's your thunder stole now.
2 emotions running through my body right now. Joanne and Michael are now getting married.
Yeah.
I am absolutely ecstatic.
I thought
for
you'd be
you.
really annoyed because it kind of steals your thunder.
That's my second
Oh,
part.
emotion.
Ye shower of bastards, the two of you.
Would you not left in a few weeks?
Oh, Kendy and Nicola are going to get married. We'll do that. I'll tell you what, Michael, man. You've been trying to steal my thunder since the day you walked into our lives. You shower of bastards, the two of you. When are they getting married?
I've no idea. They'll have to think about that.
Yeah, they'll have to hold off a good bit now. Let Kendy get in there first.
Yeah.
You shower of fucking...
I think I gave them an around year date anyway, so they know when that's happening.
They know what to do it the same night.
So they were on about doing it the same. Actually, that is one thing Joanne said, we should have it the same night.
Well, you want to do a double wedding, do you?
Double
Say
wedding.
£1, get Kendy pay for the whole lot. You cheap hooers.
Come here.
I'm delighted for you, in all seriousness. That's amazing news.
I have a good story though.
And he's had to tying down a good redhead, man.
Yeah.
Woo! He's had tying down a good fine itis redhead. You have a good story for me. Sorry,
Good
go
story. It wasn't the tightest kept secret in the world.
on. Right.
I'm going to tell you now a tale of woe and see what you think of this. It all started a couple of months ago when Peggy Farrell, our next door neighbour, who has been mentioned before in this podcast.
Oh, Jesus, Peggy was out again.
Peggy landed over to the house.
How's the pins? Is she all right? Everything
Sorry,
good?
she's keeping going.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Good girl, Peggy.
Peggy landed over to the house and she must have said to Joanne, I hear you're getting engaged. To which Joanne kind of looked at her and went, what?
What?
Yeah. No, Peggy
Is Peggy a seventh son of a seventh son or something?
Peggy was just doting. She heard someone else was getting engaged or had got engaged and kind of transferred the story onto Joanne and Michaeline.
Peggy can
Peggy
tell
knew
the
about it.
future.
The future, yeah.
Yeah. Which we got to throw her in a lake and see if she comes out alive. She's a witch.
No, she's not.
If she drowned, she wasn't a witch.
No.
Peggy, we're coming for you with pitchforks and
But that was only the
lynch
start.
mob.
Lynch mob.
Lynch mob, Peggy.
It's great now to know.
I tell you, we're coming for you, Peggy, love. You want to come down to be a Skoda bursting down by your house now in a couple of minutes. Sorry, Ray, keep
Yeah.
going with your story.
Then, of course, Michael went the traditional way about it. And what do you do when you go? And this is actually something I meant to ask you.
Go on.
Did you ask permission?
I did ask permission. I asked Nicholas Oldfella. Do you know what his reaction was?
What?
It's about fucking time. Is exactly what he said to me.
That's very good.
He didn't even say congratulations or fair play to you. Or, yeah, that's I asked her permission. Do you know, apparently that you don't have to do that anymore.
No,
Loads of
you
people
don't. I think it's
do it.
nice.
It's nice enough to do it, yeah, you know.
Michael did now. Michael kind of got down of an afternoon and was giving the old lad a hand in the farm, showing me right up.
ML.
Yeah.
He was doing a few bits.
He was doing loads of bits. He's pretty
Oh.
much been working flat out with my father for the last 2 weeks.
I heard your old fella actually said that he's the son he always wanted.
That's kind of along the lines of what I'm hearing at home. That is
Finally, I got a son that's worth his weight.
a very funny feeling.
And not just weight.
I won't be in that will. I'll put it that way. There'll be a different lad in that will.
I tell there'll be no house left to you, boy.
Oh,
There'll be no
going
house
to
left to
Michael
you.
and Joanne. But anyway, Dad got asked permission.
Yeah.
And of course, the old lad said sound.
Uh-huh.
The old lad would be great at keeping secrets.
Oh, my, so he told half the parish.
No, he said it to Joanne as he was driving down to the Mayo match in Killarney.
What?
He said, sitting in the car, pure silence in the car, Michael sitting in the passenger seat, Emil as we call him, and Joanne sitting driving, and Dad turns around to her and goes, Michael was asking for you.
Jesus Christ.
So that was a very unusual thing to come out of my father's mouth. So Joanne knew there was something up.
Do you reckon she knew that that's what
Well, it was a big telling moment, she said. This is a great crack last night. We found out all the...
Yeah, it's good.
it's really funny.
Yeah, it's fun when you get stuff said. Nicholas Oldfella told the whole family too, you know that?
Of course he did.
He did. He told the whole he told half the parish. He got a big cone. You know the big cones that you see, the traffic cones?
Yeah.
And he shouted into it so that echoed across the land around Drishahan, County Roscommon. And everyone knew then.
Just a horn. Come here then. Then it got really bad then.
Okay.
My sister Marie, she was showing Joanne a video, and then she handed the phone to Joanne, and who do you think texted Marie at that time about ring sizes?
Holly.
Yeah.
No
Unlikely.
way.
Yeah. And Marie was hoping that she hadn't rumbled the whole thing, but she'd been rumbled before. But anyway, Marie was beside herself with the guilt, thinking she'd ruined everything. And then I was at a thing.
Such timing.
I was at a thing, I won't say what. I was at a thing with the girls, and I was sitting there.
Buying
and
dildos.
I was looking. What do you think of that one? I don't know. It's very big. I was at a thing, and I was on my phone, and Joanne was sitting beside me. Who do you think was in my messages?
Holly.
Hawley.
My God, above.
Now, I'll save the best for last. On the Friday evening,
So she's still none the wiser.
she's very much the wiser.
Jesus.
If to add insult to injury, on the Friday evening, as the pair of them were leaving to go for and I'm going to use inverted commas, drive,
A drive.
and my father and mother knowing full well this is when it was going to happen,
Uh-huh.
they were going off for a drive, right?
Yeah.
My mother, as they were going out the door, shouted in a very telling voice, "The very best of luck to you now."
Oh my God almighty.
I mean, she fell short of going, "Are you sure you have everything with you for the walk on the beach?"
Have you the ring with you, Michael, or what?
Don't, Michael, you've all with you, have you, good lad?
Oh my God.
Oh, we're pathetic.
What's wrong with you?
The girl knew full well what was coming.
I shouldn't be as surprised as I am because Ian McAndrews can't keep the secrets. You're absolutely lethal. You're the worst people to tell. Well, you're the worst person to tell Anton. It'll get told.
But we take it from my mother because she can't keep a secret either. And then she'll lie blindly to try and defend herself.
Yeah.
You did tell someone. I said, "No, I didn't. I said nothing. I said I don't." And then she go, "Oh, wait, I did. I did, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I announced it at mass.
I might have said it all right, yeah. Oh, shit." And then she's pure nice about it and you can't get a night at her.
It's like your one in Father Ted. Who, you know, when the old McLove is coming.
Oh yeah, I swear to
Patrick
God, may all
McDonald.
the diseases in the world strike me down now. I won't tell anyone. I promise now, Mrs. Doyle, I'll be going now.
That's right. So did Joanne know what was about to happen then?
She did.
She knew.
Absolutely.
And did it take the sting out of it for her?
No, she still thought it was mighty.
Did she?
Yeah. She's delighted. Made up.
That's
so she
amazing.
is. She's great. She gets a fine man like Michelin.
Oh, I tell you, he's a fine young fella now. So does that mean my chances are gone now, or they might get divorced?
I think your chances left when you bought the other lady the ring.
Yeah, but we might get divorced too.
Oh.
You're underestimating the value of a divorce rate.
Or the prevalence.
The prevalence of a
In
divorce.
society at
Just
this
so
time.
easy, man.
Yeah.
We've all done this again. Look. I think we'd tomorrow get divorced if you wanted to.
Wouldn't it be mad too, though? I suppose the way divorce is going, I should be going down this road after announcing the old engagement.
Two engagements and we're chatting about divorce.
Yeah, there's lots of people getting divorced. Well, I wonder if people, would it get to a point where people are going, I wonder how many divorces I'm going to have in life.
Seriously, the country's gone mad. We keep voting in this shit in referendums as and the country's gone down the swally. I mean, is there any value left on marriage at all in this world? I don't think there is.
No.
They're saying, hang on now, I don't want to be waiting a year. If I ever decide to get divorced, I don't want to wait a couple of weeks. Like, I want to do it tomorrow if I decide
well,
to.
I suppose when you want to get divorced, you want to get divorced.
Yeah, but then value the actual marriage and know you want to get married or not.
Yeah.
Don't go off getting married like the feckin' Britney Spears every 2 weeks.
Like Ross and Friends.
Like Ross and Friends.
3 divorces.
Put a bit of value on the marriage, lads. Ye young ones out there, right? If you're under the age of 23, put a bit of value on relationships and marriage and don't be eating each other's arses and getting divorced every 2 weeks.
They're eating each other's arses.
That's what they're at, Ray.
Oh, God. No. Right. Okay.
That's the way they're gone, Ray. Do you know, I did a festival last week in Arid Glen, right?
Yeah.
Down in Savage. 2,000 young people now. None of them were over 18.
Right.
Now, it was chaotic bad. I looked down on the floor and there was no one shifting each other.
How was it?
Right? Which was usually what would happen back in my day. You would have been shifting and feeling arses.
On the periphery.
Yeah. You would have been on the peripheral.
There'd be a line of chairs all the way down the hall.
Yes.
And down the back.
Yeah.
And there'd be lots of people having fun.
That's right. There'd be peripheral shifting going on while people were dancing.
There's the name of your episode.
I was just going to fucking say
Peripheral
But the peripheral shifting amongst two people in the young community is dead and gone, Ray. I looked down on the floor.
What class of shifting is happening now?
There was 3-way shifting going on, and that is not a joke. For anyone who thinks that I'm joking, there was young people, 14, 15, 16, and there were 3-way. Try and work it out in your head.
I'm sitting there with my mouth open. I'm shocked.
They were too, right? I'm shifting the head of you, and then someone else comes in, and then they start shifting, and the 3 tongues are shifting in the middle of all of us.
Wait, what?
I mean, I was going, ye dare. And then, do you know what happened, which did happen back in our day? They thumbs up, come out, lovely, that was nice, and then walk away again then.
Oh, yeah. Shift and drift.
Oh my God, they all shift and drift. I'm telling you that. That's
the triple shift and drift.
The triple shift and drift.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, Ray, I don't know what's going on in this world nowadays at all. The young people, man, they want to stop watching Love Island. That's what they want to stop doing. That's over tonight.
I'm shocked that you mentioned it so early in the program because I had a discussion with Alan. I'm almost done earlier about the prevalence of people forwarding this section. I've ran this by Alan. I'm almost done.
Right,
which is our Love Island moderator, and he laughed at these points.
Okay, well we could be safe then.
So we could be safe.
Please don't switch forward.
Kendy, you'll appreciate this. You know your one from Longford, Maura.
Yeah, this goes out you. That one. I saw her on YouTube. She called someone out on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
This goes out you, Junkie Joe O'Mara.
The crack with the penultimate episode of Love Island is all the families come in.
Oh, gee. Don't tell me Big Joe gonna be in, is he?
Oh, not Big Joe.
Is Big Joe coming?
Shh, stop.
No, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I know, I don't know what the father's name was, but anyway, the parents of all the couples come in, right? And this is where I think you will enjoy this. You will enjoy this very much, right?
Okay.
So Maura's Maura's old pair came in, and it was her mammy, right?
Okay.
And very much like Kendy, it was her mammy's boyfriend. And she actually said it. She said it was great to see me mammy and my mammy's boyfriend really liking Curtis.
For anyone out there who doesn't know what this reference is, I obviously have a married old parent, have had for whatever amount of time I've been alive.
Yeah.
I always introduce my old fella as mam's boyfriend. And vice versa.
Yeah.
It depends on who I introduce first. So if I say, here, sorry, this is my dad, Eamon, I'd say, this is girlfriend, Geraldine.
Yeah, that's it.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
And was it only her parents that were in?
Oh, no, they were all in.
They were all
there was
in.
Curtis's, Curtis being the lad that young...
Has he found himself yet?
I don't know, has he found himself yet?
Okay.
He's still into Mora.
He's still, okay.
And at times he was in Mora.
Was he?
He was.
Did he?
Well, by the looks of it.
So he hasn't, he's still, it's the women he's looking for.
It's the women he seems to be looking for.
Okay, cool.
But when his old pair came in and they were talking quietly up in the corner, the mother said that they were watching it. They were watching it the whole way through.
Jesus.
Obviously they were. And you know what Curtis asked her? Did you record it?
No way.
Isn't that something you'd hear from 1999? Did you record all the episode, mammy? Because I'd love to watch this when I get out. To care, is there any internet or on demand or anything like that?
I think you'll get it. Like, don't be worried about it too
I don't
much.
think, and the fact that you're on the show means you might get the box set.
Yeah, you probably will get
you
the
know?
box set for Christmas at least or something. They'd probably throw it down to you. Why is he so mad to look at himself again?
I don't know.
This is the problem with that show, Ray. You're alluding to us. People don't give a shit about no love, man. They want to see themselves on the television.
The television.
Yeah. You're proving my point, man.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just want to be celebrities.
But it's over tonight. It's over tonight. I'm going to watch the final in T-minus an hour and 45 minutes.
Who's in the running still? Is Anton still in it?
No, Anton left. He was voted off last night.
Okay.
All we have left now is Ovi in India. Ovi be the tall black lad.
Don't know them.
And Indy be the small brunette.
Right, I don't know her.
Then you have Curtis and Maura.
They're together, are they?
They're together.
She's going to get some shock, man, at the end of it.
Why?
When he goes home with Ovi.
That's very true. Then again, I'd say most of the people in the world who go over to Ovi.
I don't know what he looks like.
Oh, he's lovely.
Is he?
Oh, he's lovely. So chilled out.
I'd say he'd take you to the cleaners, Ray, if he had a chance, I'd say.
Anyway, Tommy and Molly are still there.
Tommy and Molly.
Tommy Fury.
Oh,
the
I know
fighter.
them. I know them. Yeah,
They're there from the start.
Yeah.
And the last couple then are Amber and your man Greg.
Amber's Linus.
Amber's still in it, and she's now good out with a lad from Limerick.
A fella from Limerick.
Yeah.
Jesus, when did he come into us?
About midway through, he came in and made her smile, as they say.
All right, okay. She has some tuckers by.
You know, this is the most natural chat I've got out of Love Island from you in ages.
Yeah, because I haven't watched this.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm not vexed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If I had watched it, I'd come in here ripping, like.
Right.
I could, so I haven't watched it, so it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, that's all right.
And come here, your man is gone. Anna's gone. Obviously, he got voted out, did he?
Yeah.
And
Anna and Jordan left there. They had a bit of falling out.
right, they fell out and he had to leave.
He had to leave. Yeah.
Jesus,
Him and Anna.
she's like one of those. She's like one of those. Is it English? Is that a makeup company?
Yeah.
Did you ever walk through a Brown Thomas or one of those places, right?
Yeah.
And one of the girls that's working on the makeup counter, she turns around, man, and you go, Jesus, what the? Man, she has eyes. She'll say something out of Black Swan. She's eyeshadow coming down around the cheeks. Man, that's crazy. I walked through Penny's with Nicola last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the girl was walking towards us, and I mean, man, it was like she got hit with that gun from The Simpsons. You know, the makeup shotgun that Homer invented?
Yeah.
No, I said, Nick, the genuine, guaranteed if she had no makeup on, I'm sure, number one, she's probably gorgeous, but number two, I would not recognise her if you put two pictures of her
That's
either
true.
side.
Mm.
Girls, will you stop with the England makeup and the fucking green eyeshadow down behind your ears?
I don't want to get a solicitor's letter now from England tomorrow.
I don't
or
even know if
Wednesday.
it's called English.
Oh, no, that is. You're right there now.
Is it?
Yeah, just be careful, like.
Come at me, English. You won't find me. I'll wear your makeup. I'll be unrecognisable.
And I tell you about me Friday evening.
Yeah, we haven't even got to the weekend yet.
Friday evening I did manly things.
Oh.
I won't lie.
Lifting weights?
No,
Playing football?
my garden is gone to hell.
Out at home or in
In
Sligo?
Chapel Street.
Chapel Street.
I have a wee bit of a garden out the back.
You do. Beautiful little
And
spot.
it was gone all overgrown.
Right, she's about a 64th of an acre. Nice
No.
spot.
I bought a CP3.
A computer.
No.
What the fuck's a CP3?
It's a sprayer.
A knapsack.
Yeah.
For bedazes.
Yeah, the yellow and blue yoke.
No way.
The classic.
To spray weeds.
Yeah, €200.
Oh my God. Listen to me. Ray, what is wrong with you spending
hold on. Whoa.
Silly money.
ML told me to buy one.
Okay, so this one was approved.
Because we had one at home for the last 30 years and it broke.
Okay.
So, and Trev, our agricultural correspondent, will agree that the CP3 is the best sprayer a man can buy.
Can you confirm that, Trev, if you don't mind?
He'll confirm it. He'll be sitting there listening to this going, I can confirm so.
I can't believe you spent 200. Why don't you just get down on your hands and knees like they used to and pull them out?
What?
Pull out the weeds.
Oh, you got to spray them with the Roundup.
Right.
Roundup is the stuff you get then for putting, but I think there was something about Roundup abroad in the Murch where it was supposedly bad for you. Some lad that was using it for years didn't end up very good after.
Asbestos job or something.
I don't know, there's old chemicals in it.
That you shouldn't be using at all.
Yeah.
So did you go around spraying weeds then?
Well, I had to put on some protective clothing. Well, first of all, I had to put the bloody thing together.
What, you put on condom, go out and spray the weeds?
No, I got a black plastic sack. And
Yep, yeah, of course you do. Yes, you do, Ray.
I got a black plastic sack and I put 3 holes in it, one for my neck and two for my arms.
Do you have to do that?
Well,
is it bad for your skin or something, skin?
What, a black plastic sack?
You put a black plastic sack over you.
I wanted to protect me clothes, like.
Oh, you don't want to get it sprayed in your clothes?
Yeah, but Jesus, it was great memories of old Halloween's gone by.
Oh, yeah, I'd say
you know?
that. An old fake scream mask.
Yeah, exactly. I looked like a right sight, I tell you.
And when you just do it in the nip?
What? Why would you do it in the nip?
Because you didn't want to get it in your clothes.
But it's your skin that you're worried about.
Oh, so you want to worry about skin too, do you?
Oh, Jesus, worry about the skin. You had to take an old shower after it. It's bad stuff.
But that's how superheroes are created. You'd go out there now, do it in the nip, right?
Yeah.
And your Mickey turned into one big weed. And you'd be called Weed Man.
No, Jack.
You'd be called Weed Man, and you'd have all the boys around the town ringing you and say, I'm not that Weed Man, I'm the superhero. Stop ringing me for...
I wonder, can I tell you the other story? I probably can't. I'll tell it anyway, and sure I can cut it out after.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I'm going to tell this story along the lines of the way I told the Amsterdam story.
Okay.
Way back. A friend of mine likes a certain type of sweet.
A sucky sweet.
He likes a sucky sweet.
Okay.
But he had a shop that he'd get the sweets in when he was living in France.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moved home to Ireland.
Couldn't find the same sucky sweets.
Couldn't find the shop selling the sweets at all.
Mm-hmm.
But he knew that I lived near a shop in Sligo that sold the same type of sucky sweet.
Okay.
So he asked me, any chance you could buy me a couple of sucky sweets?
Uh-huh.
I said, that's your sound, yeah.
Yeah.
So I went up to the shop and I was in a very
Very dark shop, yeah.
It was probably not one of the finest shops in the town.
Right.
And I drove up the road to the shop and I was terrified, going up because I didn't know my way. I was in an unfamiliar area.
You've never been in that shop before?
I'd never been in that shop before.
Uh-huh.
And I suppose I just wasn't used to buying that brand of sucky sweet.
Okay. You've never probably seen that brand of sucky sweets.
I've seen it once or twice.
You've seen it around,
but I've never had to go and procure that many sucky sweets.
Okay.
So I bought a lot of sucky sweets for him because he wanted the supply to keep him going for a month or two.
Yeah, because he knew he wouldn't get a chance to get the sucky sweets again for a long time.
For a long time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went up anyway and I purchased the sucky sweets.
Yeah.
And then my friend landed down there and I gave him the sucky sweets. Well, I sold him the sucky. He gave me a few pounds for the sucky sweets.
Yeah, okay.
Does that make me a sweet shop dealer? The smell of the sucky sweets in the house as well. Oh, they were meant. I had to put them in the box. I had to wrap them up and put them in the box. They were really smelly sucky sweets. I think they were licorice or something,
So you were like a middleman. So you are now a sucky sweet dealer.
I think I'm a sucky sweet dealer.
Jesus, man. Are you going to open up your own shop?
I doubt it. I doubt it. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of pressure getting the right type of sucky sweet.
Yeah.
Do you know, you get some very poor quality sucky sweets.
Yeah, some people mightn't be happy with them.
And then what if something happens to the person then as they're having the sucky sweet?
If they choke on it.
Yeah, you're a little bit responsible.
Yeah, it could be if they choke on the sucky sweets. You could be. Is that why you'd stay away from it? And you wouldn't go for the hard candy, no, if you were doing that.
No,
you just stick with the sucky sweet.
The sucky sweet, I wouldn't go the hard candy.
You wouldn't go straight for the hard candy.
No, but I don't be engaging in it myself, like.
Right.
But as I said, I facilitated a man now where he was desperate for an old sucky sweet and I got him a bag of them.
Do you think a sweet like that is a middleman for the hard candy? Some people say that. Do you think it actually is or not?
Do you think? So you think that's that the sale of the sucky sweets is actually what keeps the hard candy industry going?
No. Do I think that the sale of a sweet like that?
Yeah.
Is that an entry sweet?
Oh, that
would lead you to the hard candy.
Oh, it probably could. Some people probably would get into the hard candy.
Yeah,
because you know the way you'd be having a rake of sucky sweets and maybe you get tired of the sucky sweets.
Yeah. People got addictive personalities like that, man.
Yeah, and then they want the hard candy.
Stick to the jellies.
That's what
I always say.
On this podcast, we say avoid the sucky sweets, avoid the hard candy, stick to the jellies.
Stick to the jellies.
That's very good. Yeah, so I did that and I fixed the leak in the toilet too.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, with a bit of caulk.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Would you have used cock before?
You got the caulk out.
I got the cock. I went and got cock.
Yeah, you went and got caulk, yeah. And come here, when you started squeezing the shite out of the caulk, did enough come out?
Enough came out.
You were fulfilled?
Probably too much came out. I went all over the place.
You went to go over your face?
It was on my hands, and then you have to be careful not to touch your hands because it's sticky.
Oh, very sticky. Caulk is the stuff that comes out of that caulk, man. Huh? How big was the caulk?
It was about 12 inches.
Oh, yeah. Standard.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty standard, yeah.
Yeah, good caulk.
In my experience, that's fairly normal sized.
Well, I wasn't used to handling such a big yoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was tricky getting it around the toilet.
Okay.
Do you know, when I was actually trying to, navigate it around the whole circumference of the toilet.
Okay.
You know?
That was hard controlling your caulk at that stage.
It was very hard to try and, precisely put the caulk where I needed to put the caulk.
In the toilet.
In the toilet. Caulk was Tech 7, by the way, if anyone's out there. That was the brand I was using. And it was my first time using a caulking gun.
Yeah. There's a good pleasure out of it, though. In all seriousness.
Have you ever caulked before?
I caulked before, man.
Have you?
Oh, I've caulked, yeah.
What did you do? Windows?
We used to have an old bad old Sprinter, man. The side door. Every time you have to get an NCT, you have to caulk the shite out of it. You'd have to fill it, man. That van was no longer actually like steel or whatever the hell they make vans out of.
It was caulk.
It was just all caulk.
Now, I have to admit now, for anyone out there that doesn't know what caulk is, which, by the way, would have been me up until Friday afternoon.
Okay.
Because I knew what it looked like, but I didn't put the two words and the word and the name of it put together. But caulk is that white stuff you see around windows. The rubbery stuff that sticks the corner.
Is it, or is it just that the gun itself is called caulk?
No, the gun is just a caulk gun.
Okay, and then that is actually caulk.
That stuff was caulk.
Right, okay.
It sounded like John F. Kennedy when he came over.
Yes,
we tried to go to Cork.
Yeah, it sounds like a Boston accent saying Cork.
Yeah. What do people from Boston call Cork?
Cock. No.
Do you remember many podcasts back?
Yeah.
We spoke about a pair of trousers I would frequent wearing.
Yeah. I'll never forget those trousers as long as I live.
Yeah. What would they be? They'd be a pair of combats.
They were a pair of combats.
They were a pair of combats.
Yeah. And how many times were they repaired?
Oh, a number of times. Yeah. And then what did I do to them to keep them back on the road?
You turned them into shorts.
I did turn them into shorts.
Nothing thrown out in Ray's house.
Not these beautiful, comfortable pants.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned them into shorts, but now they're back in a situation where they may need to be repaired again.
Oh my God! Will you stop? Just buy a new pair.
A hole has appeared in the crotchal area
again. Gee, and is the budgie falling out?
Well, the problem was it was noted. Now your brother Joey.
Yeah. You saw it. It was
Joey
looking at him.
Was the day after your engagement party, your brother Joey was down for the coffee.
Oh, yeah.
And I was dying. And he said, Ray, you have a small top of a hole there in your pants. And I agreed. I did have a hole.
You said that affirmative.
Yeah, I said, but you can't see anything. You can only see the colour of me boxers. And Joey said that what he finds mad is, the way women have, like, they get their boobs out?
Yeah.
That have cleavage.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had ball cleavage. Imagine if trousers were designed
to let a bit of bag hang out.
A little bit. But not even that. Imagine if you could buy, the way girls have bras.
Yeah.
But imagine if you could buy a little sport thing, which
that's what you wear.
Kind of held the bag, and because you see boobs without the bra and they look different. But when they're
definitely.
But when they're in the bra,
you want to push up ball bra. Is that what you're trying to ask me for?
A wonder ball bra.
A wonder ball bra.
Just imagine if they just cupped, right? And you could just see the tip of them. Do just a little bit is all you want. You don't want to show it all.
Just show the top of the bag. And push them right up.
Yeah, and push them right up.
Yeah. And what would you tape your Mickey to your belly button, or what would you do?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I didn't think this out.
Because in this situation, the Mickey's the nipple. You can't let the Mickey be seen. That's the part.
That's the thing. That's the nipple. You can't let that be seen.
Yeah, but you can
have to figure out how you'd subserviate the Mickey.
When I look at cleavage, you get jolted. You go, geez, that's nice. I'm not so sure that when women look at a bag, they go, whoa, man, see the bag in your man. You want to see the bag?
It's all about how these things are presented.
He had the biggest balls I've ever seen. They're not big balls. They're pushed up them balls. I guarantee you. I guarantee if he took off that wonder ball, man, they'd hit the floor.
What about them when you start getting ball implants?
They're fake. They're fake balls. Yeah. They're like, geez, man, there's some balls on him still, and he's an old fella. Yeah, if you take that bra off, man, them balls will hit the floor. You'll be stepping on them.
Yeah. So that was, I have to say now, big shout out to Josie Kendy. He ball cleavage. That was definitely something now
that is the height of hungover talk. Like,
oh, totally.
you know?
Yeah.
Sure, I suppose that's probably it, Ray, is it?
That's it.
Listen, we love you all.
We're about to go write a quiz.
We're about to go race a quiz.
Yeah.
Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.